minus 5 minutes and 16 seconds and counting. Let me tell you very quickly what you're going to be seeing and what you can sort of look for on this liftoff. The ignition sequence, the engines fire up 9 seconds before the actual liftoff. The hold-down arms are thrown away, and away they go. That's to build up power, and up they go, 7.5 million pounds of thrust. Liftoff comes at that point at 0. Then they kind of yaw a little bit. They turn around and pitch over to start their course out over the Atlantic Ocean from here. At 1 minute and 21 seconds into the flight, they reach the max Q, it's called, the maximum dynamic pressure, and this is a critical point in the flight. At that point, if there are any structural weaknesses in this great rocket, they would probably show up. An aerodynamic load of 460,000 pounds on the vehicle. It's 8 miles high at that point, 4 miles downrange. That's when you see the contrail begin, right at that point. It's moving then at some 1,786 miles an hour. Then in 2 minutes, 15 seconds into the flight, the inboard engines cut off, and just 20 seconds later, the outboard engine of the S-1C, the first stage of the rocket. It's then 40 miles high, 44 miles downrange. Then the separation of the first stage and the ignition of the second stage, 2 minutes and 43 seconds into the flight. And we see the launch escape system. We've seen it jettison in the past at 3 minutes and 17 seconds. The second stage cuts off at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. The vehicle then 111 miles downrange, or high, and 700 miles downrange, almost in its orbital height. And we have seen that far in the past with these remarkable long lens cameras here. We may not be able to see that today because of the cloud cover. The third stage then ignites at 9 minutes into the flight, and they're well on their way into orbit, and shortly thereafter, in the second orbit around the Earth, into the translunar flight. Jack King of Launch Control here, who will be giving us the countdown from this moment. He is giving that countdown now, and it is at just 3 minutes before launch. Let's listen to Jack King.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control. We've just passed the 3-minute mark. We've had the firing command. That's the signal that the automatic sequence is now in. And the remainder of the count will be handled by the master computer here in the firing room as various of events click off leading up to the ignition of the 5 engines in the first stage of the Saturn V at the 0, with liftoff at the 0 mark in the count. The actual ignition of those 5 engines will come at 8.9 seconds in the count. We'll have a report of all engines running at the 2-second mark. At that time, and over the next 2 seconds, those engines will be specially checked to assure that we have proper thrust. Once that occurs, we will get commit, meaning that the hold-down arms can release, and we will get liftoff of the Saturn V launch vehicle atop 7.5 million pounds of thrust. We're now coming up toward the 2-minute mark in the count. At this point, the tanks in the vehicle pressurizing. 2 minutes and counting. Our status board indicates here in the control room that all aspects involved are ready. Tom Stafford has just reported back that they want to thank everybody for all the help. We're now at T-minus 1 minute, 45 seconds and counting. We'll go on internal power with the launch vehicle at the 50-second mark. At 17 seconds in the count, the guidance system goes internal. This is guidance reference release. We already have the proper flight azimuth in. Now 90 seconds and counting. Now 90 and counting. The astronauts have turned off their ground communication at this time. However, they are on VHF and, of course, the S-band circuits, as well as the special astronaut communication circuit. 1 minute, 12 seconds and counting. The vehicle tanks beginning to pressurize at this time. Our status board indicates that the third stage tanks are now pressurized. We're coming up on the 60-second mark. 60 seconds and counting. We are go for a mission to the moon at this time. The second stage tanks now pressurizing, and we're coming up on the power transfer. 50 seconds and counting. We have now switched to internal power satisfactorily on the batteries of the first stage, all 3 stages of the Saturn V vehicle. 40 seconds and counting. Tom Stafford making a final check of his computer. The vehicle, all stages pressurized at this time. We're waiting for the swing arms to come back. One should be coming back at this time, a second one at 17 seconds. Tom Stafford reports they are go. We're coming up in the 20-second mark. T-minus 20 seconds and counting. 17 seconds and counting. Guidance internal. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have ignition sequence start. Engines on. 5, 4, 3, 2. All engines running. Launch commit. Liftoff. We have liftoff 49 minutes past the hour. Stafford reports the clock has started. The tower is clear.
Tom Stafford acknowledges the roll and pitch program to put Apollo 2 in the proper course.
What a beautiful sight that is. Picture will break up a little bit because we are getting buffeted here now by the tremendous reverberations from that great engine. The building is shaking, the cameras are shaking. Rockets disappearing into the clouds. Back out through that cloud layer. It looks like it's go. Looks like everything is going very well. Like a beauty so far.
Yeah, the pressure is relieving.
It's almost directly overhead here.
1 mile, 3.3 nautical miles high.
The voice you hear now is Jack Riley, Mission Control in Houston.
What a ride, babe. What a ride.
Sounds like Stafford saying, what a nice ride.
Gene Cernan reporting, what a ride.
Roger. Going 3 minutes 2.
Roger. Ken, you're through the max Q. You're looking good.
2 1/4 G's. Looking beautiful.
One minute, 44 seconds, downrange 7 miles, 12 miles high.
They successfully passed through Max Q.
Roger, copy, Tom.
You're hearing communication from the spacecraft.
Code 1 Charlie, you're looking great.
Roger, 1 Charlie and 3 G's up there is great.
You're hearing
Go
that.
for staging, 10.
Roger, 10 is go.
You're hearing the voice of the command pilot, Tom Stafford,
Right.
and the voice of Mission Control in Houston.
Inboard engines are out.
Go down.
Roger, copy, Tom. EDS off, 10. Charlie Duke asking the crew to turn off their emergency detection system.
That's staging you saw there.
Roger.
That was the first
Good
stage.
ignition on the second stage.
First stage blowing away from the rocket, leaving now just the second stage, third stage, and the rocket.
10 on the S2. It's looking good. Confirm EDS off. Roger. Flight Dynamics reports trajectory go at 3 minutes 9 seconds, downrange 81 miles, 46 miles high. Second plane separation, that's the skirt around the engines on the second stage. Plane set. And the launch escape tower has jettisoned.
Man, that staging was quite a sequence.
Right, sounded like it.
And we have guidance initiated.
We confirm that, 10.
Roger.
Yes, it's looking beautiful, Tom. Everything's copacetic.
Roger.
Listen to that beautiful communications from that command module.
Charlie Duke talking to Tom Stafford. Yeah, I bet.
Just like old time. It's beautiful out there.
You guys sound ecstatic.
Man, this is the greatest, Charlie. Charlie, babe, it's fantastic, babe, really.
That's Gene Cernan with fantastic.
Uh,
Your go, trajectory, and guidance look good.
Roger, we look right on the line on board.